We're going live, ladies and gentlemen. If I have game sounds, which I do. Everything seems to be good. Apparently the game just decides to... if I change the volume while in that screen, it decides to go back in game. Let's go live. We're live. Welcome to the stream, everybody. It's, you know, it's really difficult. Things that I don't understand. How's it going, Harry? Welcome on in. Welcome on in. Always the first. So, here's to you and to Vampire Bloodlines. I'm still drinking my coffee. I spent the last 3.5 hours messing around with Streamlabs. And I had already spent some hours messing around with Streamlabs. Trying to get notifications ready and whatnot. And there's bugs in that software for sure. Yeah, the problem is working around those bugs. I have no idea how to do that. I have gotten a nice interface, a nice sort of thing that is gonna make things look a little bit prettier and chat appear in a proper place. Chat currently appears on the upper right corner of the screen, and things are gonna get better as time goes by. But tonight we're still in this good old things. You're playing Outer Worlds. Well, enjoy. Say hi to Parvati for me. It stopped raining in the sewers. Right. As I was saying, I spent a bunch of time doing Streamlabs today, and it's a waste of time, honestly. If you're not a streamer, if you do YouTube and stream, there's a reason why I didn't do it earlier, is because I knew it was gonna take forever, and it did take forever, and it's a waste of time because it could be so much easier, and it's not. Things can be done with web technology, and they don't do that. I mean, they help you a little bit with some CSS that you can put in there, but, like, oh my god. I don't understand what the Streamlabs team is doing, honestly. The OBS. I've been using their software since 5 years ago, when I started doing YouTube. And I follow their development, and they are slow. Super slow. So... it's time to play Vampire Bloodlines, because we are Vlad, and I think I'm recording. Everything seems to be good. I think so. Everything is good. And we don't have that many skill points. We can do, however, where are we right now? Can I? Well, we know where we are. We're in Santa Monica. That's how these things the look in Santa Monica. I'm looking at Mud Hunt, that's going to be for Hollywood. We don't have access to it yet. Carnival of Death, that is also going to be for Hollywood, isn't it? Yeah. We're going to the Grouts Mansion. That's going to be fun. It's going to be a lot of fun. And Pisha wants me to... it's the only mission that we have right now. Anyway, let's go above ground because I want to go into Mercurius place. This is good enough. And I want to see if I can use the buff. The what's it called? The blood buff, that's right. Over there. Nobody sees me. Everything is good. And so before we go to Grouts Mansion, I'm gonna try and use somebody's tip. I don't remember who gave me this tip, but it was given to me that you can do this and then use blood buff on me in here, and my god. We have a videotape. Jock shot swimsuit shoot, 98% chance that someone has gone wild. What?
Further update. Simon Milligan, host of local cable show Haunted...
You can't use the tape on anything. Can you? Maybe you can. Maybe you can, and I just don't know. Let's find out. Anyway, for right now, Grouts Mansion it is. which is accessible through the sewers. Everything is accessible through the sewers in the world of Nosferatu. And, the sewers are accessible everywhere. Let's go down there. Okay. So this is gonna be, hopefully, no problem whatsoever, this next mission. Because... oh, there's a couple of rats over here. Because if it is trouble, I don't really have skill points to change my build. And I'm not... I mean, the blood buff is really powerful because it just maxes out all the physical stats, which is really nice. But I don't know if I can rely on it, because I need potency and other things. That's the way. Not only in here, but in all RPGs. All RPGs have the damn sewers. I'm trying to remember if Mass Effect has sewers. I don't remember that Mass Effect has sewers. I was going in my head through a bunch of RPGs, and all of them had sewers. Mass Effect doesn't. All RPGs have sewers. It's so funny. I was thinking like Baldur's Gate and Fallout and Arcanum and this game evidently, and KOTOR has sewers. The Age of Decadence has sewers. Bored as fuck, welcome to the stream. No sewers. That's right, no sewers for Mass Effect. So there it is, Grouts Mansion. Look who it is.
You. What are you doing here?
The Echo. Yo, Nan, what's up?
No.
That wasn't really a yes or no question.
You should get out of here. This place is bad news. Pardon me.
Pardon you? Huh? Oh, pardon me as in he's trying to get out. That was weird. I did it weird on purpose. This is a lovely mansion. This is just great. Look at that. You have other mansions up there and whatnot. And then you have this Grouts Mansion. And it's got the same soundtrack as the other mansion that we've been to. The one that is scary. But this one is not scary. I mean, you can see that we're not in an Elysium place. So we don't know what happened to Grout and why he hasn't been saying anything. What was stop? And 52 sneak. These are carpets. We're in a combat area. I'm taking that knife. Yep, we're definitely in a combat area. You just entered Grouts Mansion and something about it doesn't feel quite right. You don't say. There are multiple clocks. I never noticed that. I'm gonna try and do this all sneaky-like, because it's a lot more fun that way. Also, it's a lot easier that way. Not that it's possible. Look at that painting back there. We haven't seen that one yet. So maybe that's Grout. This guy is clearly a Nosferatu. I mean, he's gonna see me. This is what is gonna happen here. He's got S&M clothing. Okay, let's go third person, because it's always more fun, because you can see this ridiculous... Oh, I'm not sure if that works quite well. Okay, is that Grout?
It is quite peculiar, the happenings I've been made to witness.
Ellis Fire, welcome to the stream. Also, a thing of all RPGs... Oh, Mass Effect has sewers, there you go. A thing of all RPGs in which you use means transportation at some point will get you confiscated or also stolen.
Of this vampiric condition. It
Baldur's Gate
seems
does
the
that.
stream of time has begun to erode the moorings of my chosen course of study, for the methodologies that gave birth to psychology are slowly disappearing. I find myself in an era that overlooks the physical component of psychological pathology time and again in favor of the sophistic practices of Freud. Phrenology, dactopintilism, and the rest of the old guard has fallen by the wayside, its champions all silenced in death, with my unique exception. Would that I could make my voice heard again, although it may be suspicious should I return to popular medical discourse 50 years after my apparent death. No, better that I continue my studies into the psychoses in secret. One day, may I hold up my own cure as validation of the methods. I am confident no cure for my condition or that of my beloved.
This guy is quite all human here. Oh, they are, okay.
Correct combination of
This guy is quite fascinating. That's a puzzle as well.
And I'm most certain it has nothing to do with the relationship between myself, my parents, and my genitals. Sorry, Sigmund, but I choose to stay my course. In time, too, may your star fade and disappear.
Yep. He's not a big fan of Freud. What do we have over here? Perception at once shapes the mind and rules over time. Time, however, erodes human perception and then in turn warps the mind. The mind is capricious, having various effects on perception, time, and the mind itself. With harmony, progress is made. And they play with the icons there. Okay, let's get rid of this guy and get the next recording, because this place has a lot of recordings. This is also the easiest puzzle in existence.
Another unfortunate casualty to tide of time, insane asylums. I lament their loss not only as brokerage houses for the breadth and depth of human psychoses, but also I shall mourn the disappearance of that peculiar environment present only in an insane asylum. That palpable atmosphere of blistered brains and churning bowels, the odoriferous
and traumatized people, because insane asylums are horrific and awful.
Rolling cacophony of distant sobs and screams, the muttered cursing at perceived enemies, and the blissful gurgling of the lobotomized, like a newborn babe discovering the sky. I shall still find test subjects as surely as I find bloody sustenance in the night, but this climate, I fear, may never be replicated.
Boy, is he an interesting character. The blissful gurgling of the recently lobotomized. Something tells me he's not necessarily the most compassionate of vampires, and not necessarily the most compassionate of people in the first place. So these are all humans, I am told. And also, I'm not sure if those ladders that I went up, that I should have gone up them either, or that I can go up them. I think I can. I'm not sure. We'll figure it out. We're gonna kill all of these because otherwise they just attack us, and I'd rather not. Yeah, because that's the way forward. This is locked. There's people in there. Oh, sorry. Everything is very shiny. You know, he may be a Malkavian, but he takes care of his varnishes. I don't know if that's how you say it, though. Because, you know, everything is varnished. Let's see. So all I need to do is turn those on and something happens. And then if you turn them off, and then do this, doesn't this open? Clearly done. Not. Is it? Yeah, that's about that. Let's put it back. Ooh. Circus performer. Scarlet Torkelson. That sounds like a Hoot, biography of a 1930s circus performer, Scarlet, the perforated lady Torkelson, best known as the assistant to Shaky Sill Manfredi, the notorious epileptic knife thrower. This book raises your dodge talent. That's great. Notoriously epileptic. That's what I need. No, that is not what I need. It alternates, doesn't it? That's much better. That's how it is. Okay. Is there any other book? Because those are pretty important. I mean, that one that we found. Bringing our dodge skill is always nice. Where was it? Did I ever get any? Is it a physical? No, it's talents. Dodge. Yep, I didn't get any. So I'm a little bit dodgier now. I was already pretty dodgy. Let's be honest here. There we go. Okay. Already have this weapon. I know I already have this weapon. Let's go upstairs. It's really weird that I can't go over there. I thought I could. Anyway. There's people up here. Is she upset that that guy died? I don't know. That looks... She might have killed him, for all I know. Okay. Safe. Got an interesting... This guy was also upset. It's not very common that happens. We got this. Oh!
Often I reflect great regret on the
I think some of these textures are new. I think the patch adds them.
Conscious after the attack, I could have stopped.
Oh, I can't imagine they had these in 2004.
What I would
So I think a lot of the graphics are improved from 2000. I don't know. Maybe they are not.
The plague-ridden woman who met her end that dawn. Of course, there is no guarantee she would have been any more.
At least they have cool boots.
Current crop of test subjects, mewling wretches. Few could be called enthusiastic. Given the nature of the tests, I cannot expect the same fervor from all, but a modicum of cooperation would be appreciated. Animals. The one called John went so far as to gnaw off his arm and escape into the floorboards like some feral rodent. I still hear him scurrying about at night. He must be making an atrocious mess.
Maybe that was the corpse that we found before.
My studies proceed at a languid pace.
He says languid.
Ennui is my wife's illness advantage.
I thought it was languid.
My subjects grow restless without proper supervision, but
I don't know anything.
Myself back from this black depression. How many nights I've wasted now, gazing from the tower walk, pondering the frailty.
So I wonder... He's a Malkavian, so I wonder if he's depressive. I wonder if his mental illness is depression. Because it would make some sense, because he's got a... Well, it definitely would make sense. We're going to learn more about him. I'm just going to skip these stairs. Or by skip, I mean be very fast down them and be very vomit-inducing. That wasn't her. Was it? I think it was. Maybe. Holy balls. That's alright. Okay. This is not the same area that we've seen, even though they look very close. Okay. Those guys over there do aggravated damage, I believe. 19, that yellow on the little sneak ball. My sneak ball. No, he's gonna come this way. Oh, there's more people that are dismembered. Yep. This is not a friendly place. Even though nobody attacks me at first sight. Let's do a little bit of fighting. That's not what I wanted to use. You see that? Okay. I got you. Whoa! Yep. There it is. Aggravated damage. And he's down. Okay. Let's see what else we have. The way forward. Maybe. Oh, this is the way back to where we have been already. That's why those doors didn't open. Really interesting that they actually make doors only open from one side. You know, that they are capable of doing that for the engine. An engine that has so many limitations, at least that one, that it works. I mean, I suppose scripting could do everything, detect your character positioning and change the state. Oh, this is a fun room. I never had any problem, but the first time I realized what it was, it was pretty fun. So this... Oh. Yeah. So the hint is that these look exactly like mirrors, but the hint is the mirrors rather than anything else. I didn't... Actually, I forgot that the way forward was with that, because they have them both in the same exact place, and everything is exactly the same, so it looks like perfect mirrors, because that's how, well, that's how mirrors work. Oh, that guy over there is gonna be a bit of a problem, isn't he? Nothing on there. Yep, he's acting up. King Connor's Gesture, welcome to the stream. How's it going? And that's that. Okay. Not too difficult. I am very good at sneaking. Where's my sneaking? 7. I'm pretty good at sneaking. I am very satisfied with my sneaking. I am sort of... I probably am not going to get my dexterity up to 5. Because I don't think I need that extra point in sneaking. It can come in handy, but... Yeah. Yeah. You know, if I'm going to max out sneaking, which I probably am not. We'll see. As I said, it can come in handy. And it does change the dynamic of the game a little bit. And this is what I was looking at before, because we were down there. And there's nobody up here.
I have accepted the role of Primogen for Clan Malkavian, the dreadfully winsome label applied to the particular strain of vampirism I suffer, so named for some supposed vampire father figure of old, or poppycock grown from a backward culture that seems interminably drawn to children's tales and the fiction
I like that line.
Romance, when it should concern itself with the science behind their suffering. No matter. For I have taken this office for no greater reason than to advance my research. I must make mention, however, that even among my would-be peers in this governing body of vampires, the level of paranoia and superstition is frightening. Their intelligence is not the question, no, indeed. As they courted me for this appointment, I had to suspect that their overtures were hand-tailored to what must be my obvious infatuation with reason, for the devil would do well to have such honey-tongued tempters. Even so, I could not help but notice the dressing of language these vampire leaders chose for their siren song. Whether it is born of habit, from addressing their unwashed, ill-educated subjects, or from their own deep-seated beliefs, their linguistic flourishes belie a faith in superstition over the providence of empirical reason that must be an all-pervasive theme in this society of darkest night. Damn it all, now I'm doing it too.
that one text is really lyrical. I love it. It's also very telling about just the nature of vampires and the vampire society. They are very superstitious, and the whole Gehenna and the end of times and the antediluvian vampires and the blood, all the things seem and are portrayed as being super real, but I think, I don't know if it is, there we go, I don't know if it is on purpose that they do it, but it can absolutely be understood as just us being, us as players rather, and that happens to tabletop as well, being superstitious for the same exact reasons as vampires in this world are superstitious. And you could definitely see a lot of the events, and specifically regarding the final nights in the Gehenna and all the Thin Bloods and all the stuff, and even Cain and the origin of vampires. You can see it from a completely agnostic is probably not the word, but I guess scientific perspective that wouldn't force you to have all the connections with, oh, the blood of Cain runs deep, young Cainite, and all that sort of stuff. And we did that. That was the room over there. Good. But they are absolutely super superstitious. The main Camarilla guy being very superstitious is a very interesting take on it. No, not take, I guess, but a very interesting thing too.
As I expand my dealings with the vampire government, I have encountered a disturbing new symptom.
Speaking of which,
frequently, in conversation, I will hear voices emanating from other vampires. Voices that are not their own, but which seem to have insight into their lives beyond what I could gather from simple conversation. These voices seem to echo from deep within my fellow vampires, and I cannot be certain if this symptom belongs to my strain of the illness or theirs, for the voices are various and inconsistent. I dare not mention this symptom of my vampires.
I'm going to explain what it is.
For they have proven themselves predators to whom I could be loath to reveal any sign of weakness. Indeed, these voices have counseled me against confessing their presence, and until I can confirm their source, I will listen. The information the voices have given me ranges from curious to frightening. The latter case is especially...
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm gonna need to make a cut there.
As I expand my dealings with the vampire government,
It was the very end. We'll do it.
As I expand my dealings with the vampire government, I have encountered a disturbing new symptom of this affliction. Frequently, in conversation, I will hear voices emanating from other vampires. Voices that are not their own, but which seem to have insight into their lives beyond what I could gather from simple conversation. These voices seem to echo from deep within my fellow vampires, and I cannot be certain if this symptom belongs to my strain of the illness or theirs, for the voices are various and inconsistent. I dare not mention this symptom to my vampiric peers, for they have proven themselves true predators to whom I could be loath to reveal any sign of weakness. Indeed, these voices have counseled me against confessing their presence, and until I can confirm their source, I will listen. The information the voices have given me ranges from curious to frightening. The latter case is especially true of one powerful vampire whose name I shall not commit to recording in the interests of self-preservation.
So what he's describing there is not necessarily his strain of Malkavianism, but rather his strain of vampirism. Malkavians always, as far as I know anyway, always hear these voices. Maybe it changes with the rule sets and what each clan has as an ability. But if you play as a Malkavian, or if you watch a YouTube Let's Play of this game that isn't a blind playthrough, and maybe some that are a blind playthrough. Oh, they killed her without me here. Yeah, people like to play the Malkavian because all of your lines are weird, for one. And you hear, and you say like things that are insightful, things that the game doesn't even tell you with other clans, which is pretty interesting. Specifically, like regarding the origins of certain characters, regarding the intentions of certain of many characters, in fact. And you can have a conversation with a stop sign as well. So, you know, playing the Malkavian is definitely a fun experience. I have never finished the game as a Malkavian, but I have played a little bit just to see what it was, and I have seen some. I was projected. Oh, by the dead person. Okay, and I've seen some episodes of a Malkavian playthrough. There's blood up there. And there's this thing. That's interesting. And so yeah, the what he's describing is definitely him being a Malkavian rather than his mental illness, because I'm pretty sure I'm pretty sure his mental illness might be depression. Colonel RPG, a hater. Respect Troika Games. Gone but not forgotten. And welcome to the stream, Raiderin. How's it going? Yes, Troika Games, gone and not forgotten. Absolutely. Ooh, keeps going. Okay, I thought it was gonna be an area change. So in the Plus version of this game, I think there's a passage over here. I'm not really sure what I'm gonna do here. In the Plus version of the game, or the unofficial patch, I should say, there is an extra area in here where you sort of go upside down, and there's some interesting things, and you hear a little bit more stuff that was cut, basically, from from what Alistair Grout? Yes, Alistair Grout was gonna say, and basically the game got cut some bits, and that is restored. Well, there we go. I suppose that's that, or maybe it's through there. I don't know if they actually keep it in the. Let's find out. See how that goes. Oh no, it's just nice treasure. Okay. So if we need to shoot fools, we have the gun. 2 guns. We don't need to shoot fools. Morphine bottles on the floor. Knives on the floor. Have we gone through here? Oh, yes. We have not been detected yet, apart from that time where I did it on purpose. Oh, that's interesting. Interesting. I touched her, and she wakes up. I usually don't get to see that. Because I'm, like, if they detect me, it's because I'm in a fight somewhere, and they just sort of do that. Or I actually hit them before they, there's another non-on person over here. I hit them and they immediately perk to attention. Who's there? No, it's this guy who's saying that, by the way. It's just a horrible place. This is just a horrible place. Everybody kills each other. I kill them all. And there's Nosferatu in the house. It's... I never really knew what they were, though, because the hairstyle of these ones is very much similar to a to the hairstyle of a. Yeah, this guy's gonna see me. He did not. I'm very good at sneaking. It's similar to the hairstyle of the Sabbat, or some of the Sabbat, the La Sombra clan, or whatever they are, or 3v3v3 or something. There's multiple things, and I thought for a while when I started playing this that this was basically the Sabbat doing what? Oh, hi, Rat. Hello. Look at you. Aren't you the cutest little guy? He's saying hi to us. Are there any good mods for this? I am playing with the unofficial patch, and that's, as far as I know, like, well, rather, the plus version of the unofficial patch. That's probably the most complete and interesting mod that you're gonna get. I have looked at some mods. There's texture mods and stuff like that, but I'm not sure if they work with the unofficial patch. Well, with the unofficial patch plus, I should say. Because they probably work with the unofficial patch, because it doesn't really add all that much. The normal version, which is the one I'm playing with. But I've never delved too much into mods for this game. So I wouldn't be able to tell you. This patch is a cut content restoration mod. A little bit. It's not... Well, the thing about it is that there's a distinct philosophy between the plus version of the patch and the non-plus version of the patch. And it has to do with how much content is restored. If you want to have sort of an experience that is more or less what the game had to offer when it came out, just patched up and, you know, fixed and all nice and better, that's the non version. But there are stuff that they could get from the files, like there's missions that were cut altogether. There's just some texts here and there, and they recreate things whole cloth sometimes, like full levels that weren't there. There's like a boss fight that was in the game, but everything else was not. So they made a whole mission for that. There's characters that weren't in the game that were cut. So they're like playing the plus version. I think makes the game better, but it also isn't the game because there's more of it. It's like an expansion of sorts. Is your one on GOG? I don't know, actually. I think so. I don't remember. I have had the game installed for a while now. I don't remember. I just launched it on. I have a shortcut, and that's what I do. But I believe I have it on both platforms, on Steam and on GOG. And I think I got it on Steam first when I got this game. Many skin mods, though. There you go. Exactly the way they did with Fallout 2 Restoration Project. Yeah. I think that's a fair comparison, Harry. And there's rats all over the place. I'm not using blood. Besides, I could just lick the walls. Ain't nobody got time for blood. For rats, I should say. Killing rats. There's more people. All the people. And now a puzzle. A jumping puzzle. The worst jumping puzzle. It's not that difficult. This one is okay. Weep. There we go. And up we go. Much better than the other one. That other one.
The voices have increased in frequency and direction of late. They have begun to stay with me long after conversation has ceased and are serving as quite a distraction. I fear others are beginning to notice my preoccupation at the vampire gatherings. I am thinking again of the particular vampire of whom I spoke previously, who I dare not name for my growing fear. If the voices are to be believed, then my caution is warranted, for they speak of his blackest crimes, both past and future. More than once, I have seen the suspicion in his eyes and heard the distrust in his voice when speaking with me. The fear must register on my face.
Hey, Lycanthropus, welcome to the stream. How's it going? It's been a while. Welcome on in.
Out in chorus with the voices.
The voices. Oh yeah. Being a Malkavian is quite something.
I am no longer safe. I know it. The voices have proven themselves authentic, and I have withdrawn from the Vampire Society entirely. My absence will no doubt draw attention, but I could no longer hold my fragile composure around the ravenous eyes of my vampire peers, especially not around him. The voices compelled me to make what I fear is a Faustian bargain, but I had to, for their demands are constant and merciless. I have secluded myself within the mansion.
Oh, we can't see through the thing.
Strike out at me. He will go to any length to achieve his ambitions, and he knows it, I know. I have taken precautions to protect my beloved wife. Her cure will have to wait until our immediate safety is guaranteed. The mansion was constructed with security in mind, but at that time I was not privy to the full range of vampire capabilities. The voices echo in the twisted corridors of my psyche, dark whisperings of a macabre and formless menace, the approach of which portends an end to all of this.
An end to all of this, and I think that's his wife. And she's a fan of music. That is a weird music that you just heard. He used his wife as a key. Not really sure what happened to her either, if she was a vampire or if she is a vampire. I don't know. I was trying to see if I could see into her. So that's a brain. That's a teddy bear. That's just a mushy pulp. That's a flower. That's a portrait. It's a clock. And this is the passage to the next level. Okay. You have viewed the charred remains of Alistair Grout. You should probably inform the prince about his demise. Yeah, the stake... The stake isn't really what killed it. What killed him.
They load the cleansed by the flames!
Grout's dead. Who the hell are you?
Grout is dead? Pity it could not be by my hand. No matter. Soon your self-made kings and false prophets and all who bear the mark of the beast will be washed from the earth for the coming of the Lord.
Who the hell are you?
As you burn, tell them it was Grünfeld Bach who sent your damned soul to that lake of fire. All agents of Satan shall return to whence they came. Let this righteous display serve as a promise to all who serve the arch-fiend Lacroix. I'm coming for you, Lacroix. By the power of the Lord, I will cleanse your black soul.
Yeah, whatever. Things are a little bit on fire, though, so that's a bit of a problem. Also, people will attack me, which is also a little bit of a problem. You know what I can do, though? I can burn. Ow, ow. Okay, oh. I can die. That's a bad idea. Let's not die. I did save just now. Let's try not dying. It's good tip for things. That guy's a problem though. What the heck am I gonna do? I can Night Wisp his face. And then try eating him. No, he burns. Oh, that guy's also, that's not too bad. Okay. The burning is a problem. Oh. It's not here that I'm supposed to go. Hence my death. My second death. Also, that guy died so fast, I might as well not even avoid him. I tend to be very apprehensive about fighting here, but I'm just bad at noticing things. And yes, they will set me on fire as well. Is this the way? Oh, I don't think that's the way. This is the way, maybe? It could be. I don't know. Were we up here? Hey, stop right there, he says as he burns. Hey, hold it! Fortunately, I'm very good with my... it is through here, I'm pretty sure. I'm very good with my... axe. My axe. That's not good. That didn't work out too badly. Don't set me on fire, you jerk. Okay, we're gonna be fine. We're gonna be fine. We're just a burning Nosferatu. Well, I'm jumping out the window then. Woohoo! That was not good, no. That's our face! We haven't seen our face in so long! Oh no! The pretty mansion! We burned down the... Well, we didn't. We don't really know who did. I assume it was that... Alistair Grout! No, wait, that was not his name. Gutenberg Guten! That's his name. I assumed that was him, but... Again, very confusing. I wonder if our character was able to glean more information from that than what I did. Okay, so, to the last round. In fact, we could go to the last round... through here. I think. G, yeah. Let's go to the last round before we go to Lacroix. Evidently, we're going to the last round before that. And maybe we're gonna be able to see what's going on there. Is it H? I thought it was I. I may be on the other side of the city for all I know. Also, I need to go and get some more money from... Oh yeah, this is the way. From the, no, stop. There it is. From the, from our business in the confession. I was trying to remember the name, confession. Let's go into the last round and have a chat with everybody. They're probably going to be super upset at me. Because, Nines told me not to go in there.
Heard anything?
Yeah, no, I didn't. Hey, Nines. He's not here.
You look like you've seen a ghost.
Where's Nines?
You went to go look into something. Why?
Was he looking into killing the Malkavian Primogen, perhaps?
Say what?
Yeah, I think that's a good point, actually. I think Nines may have just killed Alistair Grout, the Malkavian Primogen.
Yo, that's bullshit. I don't know if you were put up to this or what, but you best not be saying that shit too loud. I know what he's after, and it doesn't have anything to do with the Camarilla. They're not our only concern, you know.
We did see Nines get out of that house before we got in there. But for all the humans... I want to believe you, but I know what I saw. See ya. Hey, Jack.
It's all the noise, kiddo. What'd you say to Skelter?
What did I say to Skelter? Oh, Skelter is that other vampire that I didn't know the name of. I think Nines killed the Malkavian Primogen.
Beg your pardon?
I saw Nines at the Primogen's mansion, and now the Primogen is dead.
I don't know. I don't know what score Nines would have to settle with the Primogen. Nah, come on, this can't be right.
I like Nines, but who knows? Maybe he's losing control?
Ah, bullshit.
This puts me in a bad position, man. I don't want to sell out Nines.
You do what you gotta do. Didn't you have someplace to be?
Yeah, I did. You do what you gotta do, he says. That's interesting, because this conversation is easy to miss, as many conversations are, with Jack in specific, and also with Skelter, because he also has that specific conversation there. And yes, we're gonna come back after we talk to LaCroix. I wonder what I can do to LaCroix. Or I wonder what I can say to LaCroix. I know what I'm gonna say. I'm just gonna be like, "Sir, yes, sir. Nines murdered. Yes, I can testify on a court of law. Absolutely, sir, yes, sir." Then that's what I'm gonna do, but... yeah. Again, that's why I was saying, I wonder what you can do with LaCroix. Oh, that's not how you get in there. That jerk. Oh, actually, wait. Let's see if he says anything. He may not say anything. He might just be like, "I told you to get out." In fact, he might attack me immediately, which would be a shame. He has a very cool line for any other clan.
Get out! I'm warning you!
He's really upset. He was warning me by standing up, and just not... yeah, he was upset. I'm not doing that. Okay. So, down here... and also we heard that shot that you heard from the right, for reasons that I don't think it was any crimes being happening. Crimes being happening? Sure. I don't remember... I still don't have access to that. I don't actually know what that is. I don't remember it. No, it is F. It is through here. Into the spookiest place of this whole building. Actually, maybe not the spookiest place of this whole building, but for right now, definitely the spookiest place. The elevators have marble floors. No Primogens here this time, it seems. That's actually... that connects to something, doesn't it? I never thought about it. But the last time we came in here, there were Primogens. And they left. What sort of games are being played right now?
The Primogens still haven't been contacted by Grout. I thought I made it clear that you were not supposed to come back until we had heard from him.
Oh, that's the games that are being played. He was probably talking to the Primogen and be like, "Hey, Grout, we'll contact you." Well, Grout's dead.
Grout's dead? What?
Yeah. And this guy Bach set his house on fire and nearly killed me.
Bach? Every time I think he's lost the scent. So, Bach killed Grout to draw me out.
Yeah, it seemed like Grout was already dead when he arrived, though.
Bach is a hunter.
Yeah, the Ocean House Hotel is a really cool
God.
level.
But like
We've done it a while back already, but
faith is nothing but a conduit.
but it
which
is
they
pretty cool.
Quench their killing urge. Who else would have killed Grout?
Nines could have done it. He was there too.
Look at me. Are you sure it was Nines Rodriguez? Because if it was, the consequences... Do you know where this might lead? Do you really have any idea?
He's all but salivating at the idea. You can tell it in his voice. I'm positive it was Nines. This may mean war with the Anarchs. Is that right?
It means... Under most circumstances, I would call a blood hunt on the murderer immediately. However, the Anarchs of this city may interpret such an action to be a declaration of war. I do not want a war with them. This decision will take some time. I need to confer with the Primogen on this. In the meantime, I've come to a decision on the Ankaran sarcophagus, and I believe that for the safety of the inhabitants of this city, we need to place the sarcophagus under Camarilla protection until its contents can be confirmed. You're becoming quite indispensable to me. So, out of all my available personnel, I'm going to entrust the retrieval of the sarcophagus to you. It was quietly delivered to the Museum of Natural History a few hours ago.
I'll go at once.
The manifest from the Dane shows there was a small box from the same dig on board, but it was listed as missing. Keep an eye open for it. It may have been overlooked. It's crucial we get the sarcophagus in our possession within the next few hours.
The sarcophagus is as good as here.
Here are the keys to the front door of the museum. The sarcophagus should be in an examination room of some sort. There's a small security staff on site, but I don't want a massacre. Mortals are just as easy to deceive as they are to kill.
Keep the keys, I'm going in topside. But I had a few other questions first.
One or two, but that's all.
How does Bach know you?
My history with that family dates back to Bach's grandfather, who pursued me into Africa, where I killed him. Bach's father tracked me to London to meet his death. And now Bach and the Society of Leopold have followed me across America. They never learn.
The Society of Leopold?
Witch hunters. An anachronistic holdover from the Middle Ages. They are inquisitors, whose fanaticism has convinced them that their triumph over the supernatural will save mankind and secure them a cushy spot in heaven.
What's a blood hunt?
A blood hunt is a death sentence. When one commits a high crime against our society, a blood hunt may be called. It is then the responsibility of the city's kindred to bring the offender final death.
I see. Okay, I'm ready to go to the museum now.
There is a degree of immediacy attached to this task. Work fast. And, as on the Dane, you are not to open the Ankaran sarcophagus for any reason. Excuse me.
Okay. He hasn't given me what I want yet. I don't know anything. I'm licking his boots as much as I can. But I really don't know. We'll see. Anyway, let's get some money from the confession. And go to Santa Monica first, so we have access to the museum. You know what? Let's not go to Santa Monica. Let's go to the confession first. I was gonna go to Santa Monica because it might be a little bit faster than to travel down here or whatnot, but it probably isn't. So, first off, money. Oh, also, Fat Larry might be here. He is not. That's also interesting. He changes place. So he's still down there. We're gonna go and visit him in a little bit. Okay, are we all good? These people are definitely not spooked out by me. I'm all about that. Hello. Not very loud music today.
Money, right? Been a while. Your money's been piling up. Here, that should provide for an interesting evening.
And that is $3.75. I am definitely a fan of that. Been a while, she says. I don't know if it has or not. Last time she said she gave me something and it didn't, or I didn't notice it. I don't know. But no, it's fine. Don't need to beg. It's all good. Don't talk to those people. Television in the middle of the street. Actually, I can do that. And before we go to Santa Monica, to our room.
My man, what is up?
Nope. I'll need some shopping. Well, we need to go to Mercurio as well. So this doesn't sell. I wonder what that's for. I really don't know what that is. I mean, that is for. I mean, that's what I mean. So this sells for 7. This sells for 7 as well. Man, that sucks. Do you sell anything new? You don't. Okay. Santa Monica it is. I don't know if there's a faster... if there's a closer manhole somewhere. Okay, don't freak out. Don't freak out. Don't freak out. Didn't freak out. Okay. And if we go down here, it is actually quite close to the map. I think. Is that the map? That is the map. Okay. Santa Monica. I think these two missions that the one that we just did and the one that we're gonna do next, they're meant to be done very close together, very one after the other, because the taxi will be right outside of the Ventru Tower, and in fact, that is one of the reasons why it's so easy to miss having a chat with in the last round. So don't freak out, please. Thank you. Who do I need to talk to? I don't think I need to. Well, I just need to go talk to Mercurio. So that's fine. Oh, nobody freaked out. Okay, Mercury it is. See if he has any, well, sniper rifles at this point. I don't want the sniper rifles. He might have some. At least we were gonna see them, which is always fun. Hey, what's up? Don't you clean things up?
Downtown to get my fix. When I went up to the top of the tower, I could hear LaCroix shouting from down the hall. Seems pretty disturbed about the sarcophagus business. Glad I'm not wrapped up in it.
You're lucky.
Anything I can do for you tonight?
Maybe. Can you give me info?
Concerning? Specifically? Downtown's a...
Yeah, I don't think info is,
Anything I can do for you tonight?
is what he's gonna give me. Equipment. Yeah, he doesn't really have equipment, but at least he has that little line, which is pretty cool. So, let's go to our crib, and Heather will be dressed up as a goth girl this time around. I must confess that my favorite outfit is her default one. And it's also the only one that has glasses. Curiously and unrelatedly. Absolutely. Okay. Instant cash. Buy, sell, trade. Call now. 555, number, something or other. I don't know how Americans' number works. Because they're super weird. Anyway, let's see if we have any new thing. Fatal Inferno. Mysterious fire incinerates historic Los Angeles home. Aww. That's not a goth girl. Is that a goth girl? That's not a goth girl. Didn't you change? I thought you changed. You changed, Heather. She didn't.
Did you miss me? Judging by the way the board's lit up, I'd say you couldn't live without me.
It's the same.
It feels so desirable, LA. So many callers, so little time.
Yeah, that little break in her voice, it's the same. Okay, what about the news?
And the slasher. We'll have a full report on this story later tonight. The search for an LA sewer worker is beginning to look grim as police
wow,
their
that's
7th night looking for Luis Salvador after he failed to return.
That's a really interesting.
Last Friday, Salvador was last seen entering a manhole in Hollywood to carry out a routine inspection. Salvador's family is hopeful that the husband and father of 3 will return safely and urge anyone who might have seen
same as Mass Effect.
Contact the police. Police are now confirming that they suspect foul play in
Which
the
one?
disappearance of the Elizabeth Dane's crew. There is evidence that suggests the crew or several members of the crew were slain, though no names are being released at the moment. One piece in the Elizabeth Dane's cargo was revealed as the Encaran sarcophagus.
And we already heard
Discovered
this
at a
one.
dig in Turkey, the sarcophagus was on its way to the Los Angeles Museum of Natural History for a detailed analysis and exhibition. Authorities are expected to release the sarcophagus to the museum in the next few days. Simon Milligan, host of local
Simon Milligan.
Haunted LA.
Yeah, that news back there was about a late game thing, and it's like a side plot. You just sort of read some files about it.
They failed to return from a night of shooting. No trace has been found yet of the haunted LA team, and rumors by the show's fans speculate the crew met a supernatural end, though police disagree and have started a sweep of the areas where the crew was filming. A massive gelatinous...
Oh, not this gelatinous creature.
Providence, Rhode Island has scientists scratching their heads.
That's the same news as the very first one that we hear in this television.
The mystery creature is thought to be some form of giant octopus, though marine biologists that have examined the monster have commented that they have never seen anything like it in the cephalopod family before. They speculate that it could be from a...
Come on, give me something about Alistair Grout.
Sea creatures. A tourist bus destined
Not
for the
this
ancient
one.
city of Angkor Wat that failed to return Wednesday night was found this morning, though without any trace of its operator or passengers. Cambodian officials have dispatched several military units into the area to search through the surrounding jungle, amidst concerns that it is related to one of a number of Southeastern Asian terrorist organizations based in the region. 3 American citizens are among the missing. Firefighters are trying to contain a flash fire in the Hills this morning. Smoke and debris from a house fire alerted residents late this evening. The fire had already spread rapidly by the time firefighters arrived due to brush and wind conditions. Fire officials expect the blaze to be extinguished within the next few hours, but are advising local homeowners in the area to evacuate. The search for an LA sewer worker is beginning to...
Man, that was fast. That was a I don't know, I wonder if, like, a few hours, is he going to destroy everything? Because there's evidence of vampirism in that house, and it's not a good thing. Hey, Heather.
Finally, you're back. I thought maybe something happened to you. I shouldn't even think such a thing. I mean, if you disappeared, how could I go on? But you're here now. I'm so glad when you're near me.
It's the blood. It looks like a certain ghoul needs her blood fix.
Blood? What do you mean?
Oh. Yeah, I fed you my blood that night. That's why you feel so alive. Oh, that's not the number one. This number one. Oh. Did the game crash? I think the game crashed. Oh, maybe. Oh no. I ruined the game. I have ruined. The game has been ruined forever. Let's go back to that. There's no better looking ghoul. There's no better looking ghoul. So where are we right now? Downtown Hub. When was that? 10 minutes ago. Shit. Well, we're doing it again. Did I already get the money, though? Nope. Oh, that's after I got out of there. Oh, shit. There's also something I need to do here in downtown. I didn't go back to the last round. This sucks. I'm sorry. My man. I have no idea why it crashed, or didn't even crash. It was just weird. I don't know why. You saw that it was unresponsive, so I don't know. Okay, can I sell some of these books? The ones that are below me? There's nothing below me. Not even the floor. Okay. So I think I still need to go back to go into in there. I don't know, actually. There's also a thing that happens with Heather, and I need to look into that. It's not gonna happen in a while, but I need to she needs to be saved. She dies. There's a sequence of events.
Money, right? Been a while.
There we go. There's been a sequence of events. Yeah, so we got the quest already. We just needed to come over here. There's a sequence of events where she dies. And in my Let's Play, in my first Let's Play, she actually died. And I'm not sure why. Some people were like, oh, she died, you don't even... And I'm like, yeah, I don't even. But yeah, that's beside the point, isn't it? And so, yeah, we need to figure that out. I need to look it up, basically. I think, basically, at a certain point... I need to have her... I need to tell her... There's a line. There's basically... I need to either tell her to go away or to not do something. And that has the unexpected consequence of her not dying. Because I do remember having her survive, basically. But the consequences are very tenuous. Because it's... What happens is you don't see her die. That's... It's not that she survives, that she doesn't die in front of you. She dies... hypothetically much later in life or something, I'm not sure. Anyway, let's go back to talk to her. We don't need to listen to the news now. We do need to go back to the Mercurio though, just to say hi. And just to be... That's a good exit, that one over there. Just to say hi and just to be completion. I don't know if it matters if he has that conversation or not, because it might change the dialogue later or something. I don't know. I don't think it does. There's a lot of things that this game could use for different consequences.
Anything I can do?
But it doesn't. It doesn't use for consequences. See? 10 minutes of gameplay. Only took 5 minutes. All because I didn't listen to what they were saying. Don't look at me. Thank you. Oh, might as well check this up. Hey, Heather.
Finally, you're back. I thought maybe something happened to you.
Kick her out before you take on the hunters. Sounds simple.
How could I go on?
I'll have to do that.
I'm so glad when you're near me.
Yeah, that's the blood. It looks like a certain ghoul needs her blood fix.
Blood? What do you mean?
I fed you my blood that night. That's why you feel so alive. I'm gonna do air quotes.
I didn't mean anything by it. Please, give me your blood.
Here, don't waste it.
This feeling. It's love.
She says it so weirdly.
Feels love for you.
That's how ghouls are. How amusing. Oh, I think the first line is the seduction line for us to drink blood. I'd rather you show... Nah. Maybe it isn't. Let's see that first line. I'd rather you showed your love with gifts.
I almost forgot. I got a college loan check today. Here, I want you to take some of the money.
Some of the money? Some of the money? Thanks. I could use some new clothes.
I'll try to get more, when I can.
That's a lot of money. Absolutely. I mean, for now, share your blood with me. Oh, that's the seduction line.
With pleasure.
Yes, apparently, I think that is how it works. Ooh, that might be a little bit dangerous there. There it is. Okay. And now she goes to sleep for a little while. Oh, I did need blood. I wonder if it was because I had to replay a little bit of that. Anyway, let's see if we have a new email, because we are racking up that money that we have no need for. A sacrifice. a bishop is sacrificed for the king. I imagine a bishop there being 9s? It has to be 9s. Who knows that? Well, it wasn't 9s who sent that email, that's for sure. So it's that friend is not 9s. Could be, at this point, it could be anybody. But my first instinct when I played this game for the first time was that it would be the same friend that had left the message on the table. But in hindsight, that is really dumb of me to think that it would be Strauss who sent that email. And it's dumb because, of course, it wasn't him. Because he communicates by poems and written pieces of paper, not emails. Mercury, what? Mr. Gorzine, I'm sorry I mispronounced your name. Welcome to the stream. How's it going? We're going to the... We just did Grouts Mansion, and now we're going to the museum, which is a fun mission. But first, we're going to downtown. Before we go into the museum. Because I still need to go back to the last round. I still need to tell them, hey, LaCroix, he sort of wants 9's dead, and it's definitely Jack's fault, because he told me to do what I had to do. And that's what I did exactly what Jack told me to do. That's my defense right there. I wonder how Jack is gonna react to that. I mean, I know exactly how everybody else is gonna react to that. Specifically, Eskel? What's his name? Skittles. Specifically Skittles. And Damsel. Damsel is gonna be pissed. She's always pissed. Good for her. And not so good for her heart, I imagine. Everything seems quite normal.
Heard anything?
Oh, you haven't? Okay, I definitely didn't do that.
You measly fuck. You got a lot of nerve showing up here, Lick.
What? Easy, Skittles.
You think of 9s.
I didn't.
Goddamn primitive.
I just saw him there. At least I think I did.
I'm willing to believe you are a patsy in all this, but I'll be watching you, kid.
Where did 9's go?
Don't expect to see him until this bullshit is resolved.
That's a good point. Can I ask you some questions?
Yeah.
Okay. Hey, Jack.
Listen, kid, you did what you had to do. Just a messenger, right?
Just a messenger. Yeah, Skelter didn't take it so lightly.
Don't worry about Skelter. He's like all these big barking pups nowadays. They don't bite unless they get cornered.
Where's 9's now?
I hear 9's got word. I'd wager he's gonna be laying low for a while.
Why? The Anarchs will stand up for him, right?
Yeah, sure, but there's packs of youngsters out there who'd love to make a name by bringing in the head of 9's Rodriguez.
Yeah, I'm sorry, Jack. What can I do to help?
You're just eager to please, ain't you? I could give a goddamn kid, but I'm sure the boys here would appreciate it if you kept the business as usual. You hear me?
I can do that. I'm not actually sure what he says. I could give a goddamn, because he might actually be saying what he means to say, but people say that they could give a damn when they couldn't give a damn, if that makes sense. So I don't know. He's a pirate. He doesn't know books. Anyway, let's go to the hotel. Not hotel. This. Mr. Gorzine, you're having trouble with Fallout 2. Ask me, and I'll help you. Maybe. Let me know. What troubles are you having? How can I help you in your endeavor to murder the things that are murdering you, I assume? Maybe. Okay, that's not the way. Is this the way? No. That is the suckiest place over there. Because there's no reason to go there, apart from looking, oh, you're in the wrong place. There's a map there for nothing else. Oh, it's through here, okay. We're going to the museum. See? I remembered the name of a thing. And we're going topside, which is really interesting, because that's not how every other clan gets in. Every other clan gets in through the front. There's a dinosaur. Definitely not meant to scare us or anything. Let's get our obfuscate ready. And let's look around. Because the museum is actually quite cool from the outside. I'm pretty sure... Yeah, I'm not sure if it's the plus version that adds the outside. I don't think so. I think it's just every version has the... every version of the unofficial patch has the outside. Every version of the game has the outside. But, it just... Not for us, because getting through the outside, you need to get through a guard. And, the Nosferatu... either they didn't like... They didn't want to record another line or something. And just... They bypassed that issue with the saying... With the saying a line. Hey, don't worry about me. I cheat. And get in through a different way. I don't know. It's just that you put a lot of points in melee weapon, but it's not very efficient. It is not. What you want is the power fist. That's what you want. Because it's very fast. And then you want to punch them in the eyes, basically. And they melt in front of you, which is super cool. The Super Sledgehammer is also very powerful, especially if you have... better criticals. But you are going to want a bonus hand-to-hand attack. That's something that you want. And if you don't have access to it, look it up. Bonus HTH attack. Look it up and see if you have the stats that are available for it, or that are required for it, like specific amounts of agility, specific amounts of strength. And if you don't have those, look up how to buff your stats, or buff them with the particular perks that actually increase strength or whatever. Hopefully you will have enough. But there's ways that you can do that. But yeah. But yeah, there's so many skill points in Fallout 2 though. You're gonna be fine. Just invest in another thing and you're gonna be totally fine though. Don't worry about it. If you want to have melee and other things. This door is locked. This door is not. Aha. And also we have a camera somewhere. So here in the museum... The heck? I don't even know what to say. Here in the museum there is an artifact. And it's a long level. Big guns are OP? They are. They're also super difficult to find earlier in the game. And my last Let's Play of Fallout 2 was really fun because I started off with big guns and I was terrible at everything else. So I had to go down to New Reno, or actually NCR, to get big guns. I don't know where that yawn came from. Okay, what's behind this door? A wall. And just more corridor. You don't think so? You put almost everything in intelligence and charisma to talk your way out. Yeah, okay, so yeah, you're probably gonna want to ditch... You're gonna want to ditch, melee. That's... yeah. Ditch it. Don't invest on it anymore. Oh, and we made it all the way around to the dinosaur. This is good. Because the key we got is actually important. It might have been... Oh. Damn funny. You scared the crap out of the cleaning crew. Now, would you put the damn raptor back in its exhibit? Oh, and don't leave the keys lying around or Marshall will fire your ass. Well, I guess we have the keys, though. So let's go there. It happens on a blind playthrough, yeah. Fallout, old RPGs in general are the sort of game, the sort of RPG that you play for a few hours and then you know you're going to have to restart. Because you're just going to play for a few hours to figure out what you did wrong on our first playthrough. So if you're like 10 or 15... No, 15 hours is a little bit too deep already. But if you're like 10 hours into the game... it's a good time to restart. You're going to have fun. You're going to find new things. And you're going to have a better build as well. 24 hours. I don't know. It's at 24 hours, you're already really deep into the game. You might as well see how it ends. But you might not be able to finish it if you really, really walk yourself into a corner. Maximum dexterity, that's one way of doing it. You don't really need it, though. Okay, here's the door. I wonder if it opens. I doubt it. It does not. This one does, though. And that's where we're going. We also have exhibits. Because this is the Museum of Natural History. The Flamingo. Whatever that is. The Velociraptor. That was never a thing, by the way, I'm pretty sure. I think the Velociraptor wasn't a reality. Like, it's not... It was a bad archaeology result. Or is that the Brontosaurs? I don't know. There's something. As an octopus and a goat. I don't know where this guy's going. And a platypus. Platypus or something. Chickens. Got chickens. We have a zebra. And we have a door. That's where we got in. Is it? It is. Okay, let's go downstairs. In fact, we can just jump down through here. Ancient insects. And you can see the thing from Jurassic Park. Which is was very en vogue at the time of this game. Oh, that's a bad thing that I got myself into. I have obfuscate. And there's a dinosaur over there. Okay, don't die. That's good. I'm the best vampire. I am Vlad the Nosferatu. Okay. So, not killing anybody. Very important. Door doesn't open. And here is an elephant. With an elephant butt. And we have a door. No, we don't have a door. It's a painted door. The telephone booths. Or beeth. That's the plural of booth. One booth, two beeth. That's the stairs that came down from above with a T-Rex over there, or whatever that is. And an on-door. Of course, there's an on-door. There's more doors over here, though. So we're good. Very pretty place. The lighting does a very good job in just perking it up a little bit. And now we have a proper door. People peeing. He doesn't pay attention to anything. The peeing must continue. Or go on. There's a song about that. I don't know where I'm going. Well, I mean, I know where I'm going. We have no reason to know where we're going at the moment. I should spit on him or something. Just be like, wait, what the heck am I? What? Or not peeing, not spit on him. Spit on his pee. Or something. Okay, so this takes us back to where we were. No, it does not. Does it? I don't think it does. There's somebody down there. I'll just open these to know where I'm at. They don't notice it because they're very bad guards. Okay. Oh, this is a different room. Yes. They got the best computers. Look at that computer. It's got a DVD drive. That's a DVD drive. They also have a floppy disk drive, which is atrocious. Okay, so that's that guy over there. The museum basement keys. We sort of need that. You didn't see nothing. I think we're good. stapler for reasons. Bunch of motorbikes with cones. Oh, we're safe over here. Good, good, good. And also we can see... Oh, I was going to say we can see outside. This is not outside. This is the entrance. This is like the ticket booth. What do we have over here? Email? No, that's not how you hack. I'm very good at the hacking. That goes for what the heck? I love Gabe. Oh, yeah, because of Valve. This game is done with the Half-Life 2 engine. Or almost. They shouldn't love Gabe. Gabe sort of destroyed this game a little bit. Reminder, just a reminder, Dr. Anders Johansson, the one that we read about in the hotel, aka the sarcophagus guy, will be working at the museum for the next few days. Show him the professional courtesy we show all our guests. That statue of Daryl's workstation, or on Daryl's workstation, is creeping me out. I was working late the other night, and I swear I thought I saw it move. This isn't another gag, is it? If it is, I don't think it's funny. From Pam. A statue in Daryl's workstation. I wonder if that is the thing we're looking for. MAV has detected a virus in the attachment of this message. The virus has been quarantined and a notice sent to adcxu@mail.net. Those keys you found? They're Larry's. I'll tell him you left them in the lost and found. Well, there it is. And also we have sales. A password is required. That would be for Griff. I don't know what it means. Sales figures are unavailable at this time. I don't know what that means either. No. Oh, Q doesn't... Q sometimes works. I swear I've seen Q work. Either way, everything is good. We got in through there. We came out through there. We are at the ticket place. It says closed on both fronts, which is really interesting. That's how the museum key office key works. I don't want to go in here though. Doesn't know where this leads. No. No. I do know where this leads. Let's just explore. Make sure I didn't leave anything behind. I don't think it's possible to leave anything behind, but might as well check this out. Oh, save as well. I don't want to come back. And actually, you know what? Hey, stop right there.
Hey, hold it.
Hey, hold it. Okay. That's all I needed to see. There's nothing else. Nope. There's nothing else there. So, back we go. Into the offices. This is the way forward. And this mission gets really tricky. Really hard as well. Not just tricky. And, let's see things from above. Because we have the computer beef. Dark. Yan found them buried in the sofa downstairs and turned them into the lost and found. Stop leaving your damn keys all over the place or else next time I'm demanding a finder's fee from JJ. Not really sure what that's all about, those keys. But I might have found them already. I imagine I have, because I've been everywhere. Ooh. We have some prescription bottles for Vlad. No, that's the keys for this. That's the last little... So there's 2 hints, and that's the last hint. If you haven't taken the hint, then that's the last one that you have to. Go into the lost and found. Oh, we also have Liquid Demon over here. Fantastic. I do enjoy a good bit of Liquid Demon. And we have cameras next, which do make this quite the tricky sequence. There's a guard in here, but I'm very good at the moving. Seriously? Said I'm very good at the moving. Not so much at the avoiding the cameras, as it turns out. Which isn't even that hard. You just need to look at what they're doing. Ah, you jerk. And you can go under them. Okay. That's one way of doing this. Cameras 1. Pterodactyl. Yep. Disable. Cameras 2. Velociraptor. There we go. Disable. Excuse me. They're right behind me. Home. Quit. Fortunately, he's very bad at this. We got another thing over here. Sobchak's Guide to Personal and Home Security. I'm so glad he sucks. No, it's not that I'm being unfair. I'm just very good at sneaking. I am Vlad the Nosferatu, after all. Let's see what we have. I need a research skill. Okay. I believe nothing bad happens because of the alarm going off. Did Outer Worlds live up to your expectations? So far, it's surpassing my expectations in pretty much all fronts, except for the amount of combat. Let's see what we have in here. Nope. We don't have another computer. We do not. No, but we do have... Oh, no, we have gold ring, normal watch. Futsu watch. I don't know. Anyway, Marshall changed the code again. He's on such a power trip. I think you're right. He managed to send it to everyone but you. Again, not that you ever check your mail anyway. The code's 2358. You owe me lunch. Okay. Then we need to stand up on top of the thing to read that. So yeah, it's living up to my expectations. And I didn't know it was gonna be New Vegas 2, which it basically is. And it's doing a very good job. Yeah, I still have only gotten past the Emerald Veil. Okay, that camera should be disabled. However, there's a thing that smokes over there. And also there's this. 28. Nope. 2358. And this goes to places. This is the way forward, actually. So there's guards all over the place. I assume they think it must have been the wind that triggered the alarm. We have another computer over here with more email. Sorry. I press enter again and it gets out of here, which is weird. But I hate my job. Okay. From a reply to Johansson. Okay, that's interesting. From Marshall. FYI, I'll be showing Dr. Johansson around personally. I think he'd prefer not to be pestered by the junior staff. Of course, if you have a question, I'll try to ask him it for you. Ask him it. Absolutely. That's how you talk. Relax, Pam. I had him move the statue into another office. Oh, and he told me to say hi. The statue did. In keeping with good security practices, we have changed the code for Area B2 to 2358 effective immediately. I encourage all of you to change your email passwords as well if you haven't done so in the last 3 months. That is terrible security. Well, it's not terrible security, it's just it's bad. That's not how security works. And we have the museum workroom key, which is actually quite important because otherwise you would need to break windows, which you can do. You can break windows. Let's follow this path over here. So that's it. That's the second camera, I would guess. And I'm pretty sure you can't get past this thing unless you have obfuscate, of course. I'm not sure if obfuscate works for cameras too. Well, it can work for cameras. Oh no. That door is not a door. This is a lie. Excuse me, Mr. Guard. You definitely don't see me. Yeah, you can't get in there without breaking that? That's bad news. I need to pick something up instead of attacking it. So you haven't been to the Groundbreaker. Actually, yes, I have been to the Groundbreaker. I said I I haven't, I said I had just done the Emerald Vale. I've gotten to the Groundbreaker and talked to Phineas. But that's not really an area, it's just going there and saying hi. Well, we're back to the beginning. Gotcha. I'm not amazed by it, says Harry. I see the mix between KOTOR. They seem to be reused some KOTOR assets and reskinned small alter them. In Mass Effect, I wish Ada was more like Eddie. And I wish we had some more romance options. Around 30 hours in. And just leaving the Groundbreaker station. I don't know how many hours I'm in. I don't think I'm I'm probably about 8 hours in. Somewhere around there. Oh wait, the Groundbreaker. I'm thinking of Phineas Place. That's not the Groundbreaker. Yeah, I'm going to the Groundbreaker. I haven't been there yet. Okay, so how am I gonna get past this? I can't very well shoot the window, even though that would definitely work. Don't ask questions. It's complicated. It's really complicated. It's fine. Don't worry about it. This game is brilliant. So this is a place that we actually need to go to, I think. Is it not? It is. That's the statue. And it doesn't shine because my inspection skill sucks. So that's basically the reason. And I got that experience. Now this statue is really interesting. A fetish statue. You can tell just from holding it that there is something definitely odd and supernatural within it. It's the statue that was looking. Or that was saying things. It wasn't, but they... Well, maybe it was actually. That was moving, rather. That's what I mean to say. Let's see if we can not get spotted. Fantastic. I'm so good. This stealth in this game, it makes for the best videos. It just makes for the best videos. So, yeah. Playing it, totally normal. It's not weird, especially if you're playing it in first person. It's not super weird. It's just weird a little bit. But for camera, it just... Some things just happen, and it's just how it is. When you have so high stealth that people think they're seeing things. It goes the other way around. The stealth is just bullshit, but it's funny as hell. It is, it's brilliant. It's just because they didn't bother making stealth levels, and they just... You know what? Let's just make stealth super powerful. Otherwise, nobody's gonna stealth anyway. Uh-huh. We have another place that I could smash with my axe and just get through. In fact, that might actually be what I'm about to do, because this place is quite something. This is a jumping puzzle, and I'm gonna save, and I'm gonna try to do it. It's also very easy to alert the guards on the other side. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know anything. I don't know anything. Excuse me, sir. I could use obfuscate.
Huh?
Huh? Huh? He didn't see me. He did not see me. Okay. Good. Good, good, good. I think there's other guards going up over there or something. What do we have over here? Beams. I can hack those beams. Oh, that's the way you can... I think, yeah. Basically, if you don't want... That's super unintuitive. If you don't want to alert the guards by having the beams... Actually, you can hypothetically jump around without sneaking, because sneaking slows you down. But if you don't sneak, you can jump around and do the thing. So that way you don't alert the guards. Otherwise, if you don't want to alert the guards, you need to break the window that's right in front of them with your melee weapon. Because if it's with your ranged weapon, it makes noise. Because that's how it works. And then you need to go through the window, disable the thing. Yeah, it's just, I mean, why not? Like, of course. Also, you can break the box, I'm told. You can break the box on the wall to disable the thing. I never knew that. Or maybe if I learned that, alarm siren disabled. That's pretty good. Maybe if I learned that it was by mistake when I was fighting people without weapons and whatnot, and that thing just blew up or something. So, yeah. What is this? A coaster? I guess it was a coaster. Anyway, we disable the alarm.
Huh?
Don't you dare see me. That's actually a good place to be. Did you? Okay, this is dangerous.
Huh?
He did not see me. Can I go through? I can't go through. What have I missed? Oh, let's try and break this just to see. Combat music starts, but it's a lie. Oh no, he saw me. Well. Oh. Excuse me. Yes, I'm very good at this.
Hey,
Hey. Oh, this is not the way. Oh, I'm so sorry. You have a what? No, you don't do that. Okay. So, this is how the mission goes for the vast majority of people. Is just being shot at by the cops for a while. You can also drink their blood a little bit every once in a while. But the stealth action is done. Sorry. Mostly because I have no idea where the heck the entrance to that is. I must have missed it in one of these rooms. Might have been in the other room as well. They break the windows for me. The jerks. Hey, what's up? No, this is not the way. I'm not really sure. Did the lasers hurt you? I don't think they did. I don't think they did. Hey. I might die, actually. Stop it. Don't actually know how to get past this. Hey, stop it. Let's go back into sneaking. Because he can't see me, by the way. If you're wondering what's going on, he just can't see me. I literally jumped in front of him. I am jumping in front of him. So there it is. No, nobody's there. Don't worry about it. Doesn't see anything. Nothing suspicious is going on. Okay.
Freeze!
Hey. Did he say haha? He's after me with his melee weapon, though. Anyway, yeah, I don't know what I should be doing here.
Someone there? Hey, who's there? Hey, who's there?
Nobody.
Someone there?
Certainly nobody. Phew. I didn't get anything new. It says the exit here, but it's not. So it's gotta be in here. Hey, what's up?
Someone there?
Oh, that's kind of cool. I do not know what I need to do.
Huh?
I really do not know.
Hey, stop right there.
Hey. Nope. Definitely not holding anything.
Hey, there you. Hey, stop right
Hey,
there.
what is up? He's limping. You could notice it. Tuck, 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 tuck.
Freeze.
Nope. So all I can think of son of a gun. How is this that difficult? Is it the lost and found thing that I never found?
Hey, stop right there.
Ladies. Aye. Very good at dodging everything. Huh. I cannot find anything. Hey. I would appreciate if you let me out. That's right, you can shoot through the... No, you can't actually. Guard freeze, lad, crouching guard. Where did he go? Yep. Okay. Yeah, I don't get it. Is it somebody's... Does somebody have the code? And that's why, or the thing, yeah, it is. You are missing a card key in the basement area. It opens the door after the beams. That's what makes me afraid.
Freeze.
That's what makes me afraid. Is that in the basement area is a thing I don't know. Like, I figured I was missing a card key, but where is it? Because I didn't find it. The guards might have it, though, but... I have no idea. Hey, what's up? I'm just looking for keys, man. Just looking around for keys. As one does. See you later, man. Let's go this way. Because these doors don't open. But I thought there was one of these doors that did open. You broke the window. It's not here. Yeah, these doors don't open. Hey, Kvarg, welcome to the stream. I'm very well, thank you very much for asking. I am looking for a key, though, and I have no idea where it is. Also, this guy disappeared, which is hilarious. He's upstairs. This is why you shouldn't lose your keys. Yeah, I suppose it's in... I suppose it might be that one in the Lost and Found. Stop it. But I went up there and didn't find anything. Like, I've explored everything. If I missed something, it's because I just literally did not see it.
Freeze!
This guy's really upset. Is there something on the other side? Maybe. No. At this point, I've alerted every guard already, so sneaking, totally useless. This might be... No, this isn't something. This is nothing. Don't shoot me, officer. Think of the children. Oh, the bathroom. I never did mess with the guy that was in here.
Hey, right there.
No. Shut up. Haha, they were not gonna find me now. See if they reload. I think they do. Should be 6 rounds. Oh, I think they do. I've seen them reload. I'm pretty sure they do that. It makes sense that they would as well, because the engine is Half-Life's engine. What I think I need to do is kill one of these guards. And they give me the key. I literally stepped on that guy's head, and he fled. For reference. Also, they're all over here. Which I'm absolutely okay with. Can I visit the dinosaur? I can visit the dinosaur. I'm lost. I'm officially lost. Let's give something else a try. Murder. Let's give murder a try. He was faster than a vampire. So the way murder works is like this. He doesn't have a key. No murder. We don't want a bloodshed. We don't want bloodshed in this mission. So it's gotta be in this room. I mean, it makes sense that it would be in this room. But where the heck is it? Like, I don't see it anywhere. Let's find out where it is, shall we? Shall we? So, Bloodlines. Where are we right now? Museum? Yep. Museum. Museum keys. Somebody's gonna ask. He's gonna be asking exactly the. Nope. It's just showing me the walkthrough, which is a way of doing it. Okay, so I gotta walk through over here. So okay, hack the computers and disable security beams. Slash the power box and short out. That's optional. Find the basement key. Okay. Find the museum workroom key. Which I have done. I have gotten that. Let's Google it. Exactly. I've gotten it. I think the game might be bugged. Oh, that's not how you look at things. That's the one. Museum workroom key. I have the key. Maybe there's something else. I have the key and it's not letting me through. Excuse me, sir.
Hey, who's there?
Nobody. It's totally fine.
Huh?
Okay, let's go Banzai here. That's the key. Museum storage key. Where the heck is that? We know what we're looking for. We know what we're looking for. You shut up. So you can find the museum basement key and the workroom key. So I think this is a key added by the patch. So like that might be why it's buggy or weird. You need to be undetected. That's super lame. That's bad design. That's bad design. Let's be undetected then. Where was this? This was before. Oh, that is the same load. That one? Yeah, that makes sense. They would lock the door if the alarm goes off. So it makes sense that they would lock the door if the alarm goes off, and that way... Might as well do this. Because we know how it works. And we also know that he doesn't spot us. The mission is super easy if you just know what to do, which I didn't do, I'm sure you'll agree it's a lot more fun to do it the way I did rather than breaking some windows and whatnot. Anyway. Let's speed through it very quickly. So I got detected because of the cameras. If it doesn't use console... Oh, this guy goes away. Nice. Use console commands if they have that. They might. It's fine though. Can pretend that everything is fine. Still need to go to the other room. These don't do anything. Workroom key. Smash some windows. Because it literally has no consequence. It's super weird that that's the case. I don't know if I just never cared to do this silently, or I always did it silently, or I just saved scummed so much that if I trigger the alarm even once, I would just it wouldn't matter. I would just reload, which is very likely the case, actually. But if this is added by the patch, it's not good. I don't remember having this trouble at all with this mission ever. And it's just, yeah. Save scumming is the way to go for everything. So let's check if I can hack this, which I can't, yeah. 2358. Well, maybe I can hack that. I just didn't have the skills. We'll see. Hopefully it will actually be... It will actually work. Didn't I have one of these? Did I get all the things? I don't know if I got all the things. It's easy to check. It's really easy to check. I did not get all the things. Where is the other thing? Loaded the wrong one. No, maybe it's here. Yeah, it is here, isn't it? Is it here?
Huh?
It's not here, it's somewhere else. I'll need to go back up. Just want to make sure that door is open. Please be open. It is. Okay. So basically all I had to do was replay that without ever triggering the alarm, because apparently once the alarm gets triggered, that door gets locked.
Someone there? Huh?
And that's really bad. So I'm just going back now to get an item that I missed, and I'll go back there in a little bit. I really don't know where it is, though. The item. I mean... Was it in here? There are no other places. How did I miss that? Just missed the place. We're gonna get spotted, by the way. Is it at the beginning? Wow. It did work, it did, yeah. There it is. It's at the beginning. Okay. Man, I did all of that and I failed to... I'm super good at this game, I'm sorry. Once one thing goes wrong, everything goes wrong. I got it. I don't think I can use it. I don't even know where it is. Did he bug out so much that I didn't get it? Look. Look. Shopshack's Guide to Personal Home Security. Oh, it's on the right side. This game, it has a weird left-right inventory that's super rare. And why did they do that? They have space on the left, but on the left. Anyway, we did it. We beat it. We beat it. We got the statue. We got everything. We're gonna get the 2 extra points of experience for doing this undetected. We broke all the windows, knowing that it doesn't matter because it's the thing that makes the most noise. They can hear it all over the place. But we got it. The more important thing is, though, we had fun the first time around. The one that didn't work. Okay, so we're back. And now these guys are just having a chat and being like, who the heck broke this window?
Huh?
Must have been the wind. And yeah, they're very good at this. They're very good at this. I'm also very good at this. I promise. So this is the workroom, where they keep the work boxes. Also, no guards over here. I don't think there's anything back here. It's very dark. There's nothing for us. Oh, museum. Oh, okay. Is that the? That's not the sarcophagus. That's just a table.
I can't understand why someone would go through the trouble of stealing a box with a very ancient corpse. This city's not that dull.
Beckett? What are you doing here? I could just keep finding people in the places of crimes. Well, you know, things that I go against what I want. That's what crimes are, anyway.
I'm an archaeologist, so I thought I'd indulge in a quick study of this Ankaran sarcophagus everyone's so riled up about. My guess, from what I've read about it, is that it's a mummified Mesopotamian king. I needed confirmation.
Did you get to examine it at all?
Oh, I really wish I had. All this speculation about the sarcophagus containing an antediluvian and being a portent of Gehenna is making me cringe. These are the kinds of ridiculous, superstitious assumptions I came here to debunk.
Antediluvians?
No one I know has ever met one. But each of the clans and their bloodlines supposedly trace their origin to an original vampire, an antediluvian. Some swear these grandsires still exist into the present. But then, kindred and kind believe a lot of strange things.
Kindred more so than kind, I would say. And the Gehenna?
Armageddon, doomsday, the end of all kindred. It's a common facet of most mythologies. Fear that the world will end. Many believe Cain
I have not played Vampire.
will return to consume or destroy all kindred.
I've watched a Let's Play, though.
I wholeheartedly disagree.
Cain.
Cain is the biblical first kindred and founder of the mythological first city, Enoch, a place where kindred and kind coexisted. I believe Cain's a figure concocted to personify the transition from nomadic society to agrarian society. That myth, like most, has been twisted by time.
It's sort of interesting because that interpretation is not... that interpretation of just general mythos is not necessarily modern. Modern archaeology doesn't see things in such black and white stuff. Cain being a figure concocted specifically to personify a transition from nomadic society to agrarian society would first imply that that transition is notable or noticeable to any one society, and it would also it would also necessitate that that transition is actually a transition, which is, well, it's very complicated because agriculture actually exists before a full sedentarism. That's what I want to say. In some societies, I'm not sure if in the Fertile Crescent that actually is the case, because Fertile Crescent is where a lot of these mythologies come from. I'm not sure. I'm pretty sure, actually, in fact, in specific regarding the Fertile Crescent, I don't know that is the case. I think as soon as they got their agriculture going, they were fully non-nomadic. Let's just go with that because I can't pronounce the other word. But the other thing is that it's a figure concocted to personify, where usually it's the other way around, an inspiration on our day-to-day lives. Or rather, the inspiration of our day-to-day lives allows us to create figures that reflect our principles. And to very distant societies, such as our society is distant to these 6,000, 8,000-year-old societies, or however much actually Cain is about 3,000, 4,000. But because we're so separated culturally, for us, it's very easy to see the parallelisms. It's almost as if, like, using this sort of attitude towards archaeology would definitely get people in 4,000 years from now to look back at us and just see Batman as a figure concocted to personify the influence of vengeful justice in our law or something like that, or just because they have a much more detached way of seeing us, and they see differences that from themselves that are much more important than the things that we see in ourselves. So for people back in the day, maybe being nomadic or being agricultural wasn't a difference at all. Maybe they just didn't think about it too much. It just was a thing. Just like we don't think about the difference between being a fan of hard rock and a fan of bland rock or something like that. It doesn't really matter. We're just people. But different cultures have different attitudes, and I'm not saying that there's not a big difference. Objectively, there is. What I'm saying is that being in a society blinds us to those differences, and that's why sociologists can see differences in our own societies that the vast majority of people cannot see because they're just immersed in these societies. And those differences, even though they are not seen by the vast majority of people, can also be seen in fictional characters that we make. He makes it very clear cut, and it's absolutely not. It's super difficult. Either way, the point is he's an archaeologist, he's old, and Cain is a badass, or was a badass, the first vampire. Can you tell me more about Thin Bloods?
Thin Bloods rarely exhibit.
Will I be a vampire in Oblivion? Yes.
Their clan, and many
I want to.
Embrace. Some are even rumored to have reproduced. Many kindred are terrified that their weak blood heralds the dissipation of every bloodline. Somewhat of an ignorant reactionary response, don't you think?
A little. Why don't you believe in Gehenna?
As I said, many cultures have the fear of some form of apocalypse. Kindred believed in these stories when they were human, and naturally carried them over into kindred myth. But it doesn't take a supernatural act to cause widespread destruction. Humans and kindred are just as capable of managing their own destruction as a deity. A self-realized Gehenna warrants more vigilance than a god-induced one, don't you agree? Such is my argument, which so frequently falls on deaf ears.
It's what I was saying before about superstition and just... It's, yeah, even he is a little bit superstitious every once in a while. It's just not brought forth a whole lot. Are there any other signs of Gehenna?
What prophecy doesn't have vague apocryphal signs? Let's see. The usual ones cited are the appearance of thin bloods, Cain sightings, doom, gloom, that route.
Oh, look at that! I could give a damn. So yeah, I think that answers the other question that I had before. This is all fascinating stuff. How long have you been studying Kindred lore?
For 300 years, I've been trying to determine the function of our existence.
He's just tired.
The Kindred's role in the world. I'm not content to attribute it to some act of supernatural biblical vengeance. We exist for a reason. And if it takes another 300, I'll figure it out. Any thoughts?
You just gave me scholarship, which I am very much appreciative of, because I got some books to read that I can't read because I'm dumb. Also, he just said something that's very superstitious as well. We have a reason. We exist for a reason, and he'll have to figure it out. How do you know there is such a thing as a reason? That's very dogmatic of you, isn't it? So what are my thoughts? Either any option here is very interesting. Saying we're the next evolution of human beings is hilarious, and I'm gonna go with that because that's hilarious.
Yes, I've heard that theory before.
Hypothesis.
It certainly seems plausible, but there's no proof to support it.
It doesn't.
Still, it's a better explanation than a divine sentence for manslaughter.
It's just what it does reveal is that I have no idea what evolution is, because that's not how evolution works. You're not the next stage of evolution, you dummy. I really don't know.
My sentiments exactly, but there's time to rectify that. Well, my work here is stolen away into the night. Think I'll do the same.
If you find the sarcophagus, call the prince. Good night. I don't think he's gonna call the prince. Getting that scholarship point is really nice, and you should do it, because you just get to hear more things about the cool setting and whatnot. And we're back to the sewers. That took a little bit of work. Anyway, let's see if... Oh, research. What exactly does research entail? I have 4. I have 20 points over there. I can bring my scholarship up to bring my persuasion up, which I could do. The first and second points cost 3 both. That one costs 6 now. So I could put that in there and just be able to learn some things. Let's do that. Because it might be... So we have this... Oh, no, not this one. We have this one that costs 5. We have this one that costs 5. So we have some books. This one costs 6. We have some books that actually make sense to invest in. The problem, of course, is that for 3, we're really buying these 2. And the persuasion, I guess. So what do we have over here? Need melee ability of at least 2 to use this item. That's interesting. That's really good. And no means no. A Woman's Guide to Self-Defense on the college campus. This book raises your brawl talent. Yeah, that's worthwhile. That is really worthwhile. Because my brawl talent is... that is really worthwhile. However... I think it doesn't... Let's give it a try. Let's experiment. I think it doesn't increase it after a certain point. So if I can bring my scholarship up by 1 and my brawl talent by 1 as well, that still allows me to level up. Does this allow me to level up still? I don't think so. I think after a certain point, yeah. So that's the best way of using that. That is pretty good, actually. We're gonna not use an axe. I'm using the axe because the axe is badass. But basically, instead of using... I'm not gonna max that out. Instead of using 9 over there, I'm gonna use 3 and save 6 points. So that's how you do that. Fantastic. Fantastic. And then I need my melee ability to be at least 2. So it's actually... Is it on this side? It is. It is 2. What do you mean melee? Oh, melee ability. Right. I need to bring that up by 3. And that brings it over there. Nah, we can keep the book. If we ever learn a little bit about meleeing, that wouldn't be amiss. So that's, I think, a pretty nice thing. Yeah, a few things to do. Let's first go to the last bullet. Of course, we're going to the last bullet first. Is an evolution a constant process of adaptation by mutation? No. it is not that what makes evolution. You can absolutely have no mutations at all and still have evolution. In the sense that natural selection... Well, the thing is... How should I put this? Natural selection isn't about necessarily the mutations. It's about the picking the best options. So imagine how it works with corn. You have a grain of corn and you plant it. And then you pick the best corn that you like. The fat one, the really nice one. It's all in there. There's not necessarily any mutation. And then you get... you plant that fat corn, and then it gets, some are fat and some are not, and you pick the best one again, and you plant that again, or seed it, as it were, because it's corn, so you seed it. So you seed it again, and just do that again and again and again. And that's how you make domesticated corn. Genetically modified corn, in fact. Because it's not an evolution, in the sense that it's not natural selection. It's human selection. It's us making a selection of the corn that will result in the best product for us. That's what happens with any species in the wild. That's exactly what happens with any species. Except it's over long periods of time and with specific parameters that are just not because we like fat corn. That's just how things. If it's too cold, creatures that can't resist the cold will die, and the ones that do resist the cold will not. Now you add to that on top of that, you add the random mutations, but they're not necessary. The random mutations are not necessary for the process of natural selection. In fact, they're not necessary for the process of evolution itself, even though that is what happens. The natural selection, or the mutations, are part of the evolution. My guess is that the parasite that are keeping them alive, mutation is fast, right? Mutation, it depends. It's not quite like that. Like radiation exposure, evolution takes a long-ass time. It doesn't necessarily. In fact, in the last 100 years, we've seen examples of evolution happening in very short periods of time, in a lot shorter periods of time than we imagined at first when the first theories were proposed regarding evolution. We've seen changes that are very fast, fast changes in species. Speciation, I believe, is the term that when you talk about mutations, speciation is the correct term to refer to those things, because we all have mutations. All of us we're not genetically equal. We all have mutations, or rather, we're not genetically equal to the creation material, genetic material. There's a process. I don't know what that process is. The mutation process is what happens when the DNA is formed out of the genetic material of birth, or not birth specifically, but of conception, I think. Anyway, the point is, speciation is what happens when those mutations transform into a constant thread that works off of a group of individuals, and I think to be a species, it has to not be capable of creating offspring, but that's it's all a distinction that we make. It doesn't necessarily have to be, and there are examples where different species can actually procreate, and not just the famous ones, like a donkey and a horse and whatnot. All whales are from land. Insects that turn from brown to black. How long did that take for a whale to evolve? All whales are from land. I didn't know that, but it makes sense because it's a mammal. How long did it take? I don't know. Could be overnight, for all I know. If there is a pair or even one, I think you can have one. I think you can have one member of the group, theoretically, that creates the species. Because if your offspring is going to be different because of a genetic mutation, then you created a new species, and then your offspring go off to have their own offspring, and off he goes. Whales with feet. They found evidence in Sahara Desert. Awesome. In medical terms, mutation are sudden cascade changes of genome material. Yeah, but that's a different type of mutation. But I think that is why speciation is the correct term to use, or something. I don't remember. It's been a long while since I studied it, and I studied it from an archaeological standpoint. It was very surface level. I also got some stuff from my sister. She's a biologist, so she tells me some things every once in a while. Because of the bark that changed its color thanks to city pollution, it was dying and it changed its color. That might not be a mutation, though. That might just be a reaction that the tree has, but it could be a mutation as well. Yeah, absolutely. There's some stuff does happen. I was thinking of specific. There's some examples. Every once in a while, you'll see articles talking about. Well, I remember seeing a couple of articles here and there talking about specific new species that were born, as it were, a lot quicker than we thought was possible. So, yeah. What did I click? Okay.
Heard anything?
I know. I don't. Hey.
What the hell did you want?
Nothing. Hey, Jack.
I heard you were down poking around the museum.
I was.
LaCroix wants that coffin bad.
You could say that. He told me not to come back until I had it.
Seems like he has a lot riding on that sarcophagus. He gets such a fierce bug in that powdered wig of his.
Why, though? Why does he want it so bad?
I got another scenario for you here, kiddo. Gonna bounce it off you, see what you think. You ever hear of, diablerie?
What's that?
Well, it's when a vampire drains another more powerful vampire to death. Diablerie is the Sabbat's specialty, but it's a big taboo in civilized kindred circles, and damn sure forbidden by the Camarilla.
Why is it so taboo?
When a younger vampire diablerizes an elder, the younger vampire gains all of their powers.
I see. Whoa, you don't think...
It's willing to tear L.A. apart to find this thing so you can have it. Why? What would a power-hungry vampire like LaCroix want with a sleeping ancient? I wonder.
What should I do? He wants me to bring it to him.
You gotta figure a drop of ancient blood would make any kindred just about invulnerable. Anyone who has a sarcophagus is gonna be thinking the same thing. If LaCroix gets a sarcophagus, at least we know where it is.
I wanted to ask you some questions.
Sure thing, kiddo. Fire away.
Well, I guess that's that.
What's on your mind?
Yeah, that's that. Well, the plot thickens. That sarcophagus is a super amount of trouble at this point. Not only does he keep disappearing and murdering people and whatnot, but now we know the intentions of superstitious LaCroix. Or LaCroix, if that's his real name. He's also bald. So there you go. I mean, at least Jack thinks he is. Or acted as he was. As if he were. Let's see if the Regent here says anything. New. I don't think so. The Regent might, but I doubt it. I think his role is entirely about the what's the plague or whatever that was.
Hello, neonate. How can I be of assistance? Of course. What is it you would like to know?
What do you know about the Ankaran sarcophagus?
No more than yourself. But I do know that LaCroix...
Do I like Disco Elysium? I do. It's really unique.
Reveals a weakness that his enemies may...
I am sort of afraid that I'm taking too long to do things, though. What do you think is inside of it?
I do not know. Although I must admit that I sense a change in the night air. Something subtle and not altogether pleasant. Perhaps the arrival of the sarcophagus is the harbinger of something more dreadful.
Like what?
I will say no more.
Okay, I'm out of here. Well, he had something to say, all right. I don't think I talked to him about that before. I don't see a reason why I would have. Also, another reason why it's easy to miss the dialogues with the last round is that as an Nosferatu, we're just traveling around the sewers, but as another vampire of another clan, we're always left off on a taxi over there, and we haven't seen the taxi. We'll not see the taxi until very, very late in the game, if at all. I don't know if it happens, but we should actually see the taxi in the very late game, because it's kind of important. And so the thing is, for a Nosferatu, it's a lot more intuitive to always go to the last round, even though it's, you know, it's right here as well. We spawn very close to it. It's just you spawn in the sewers and you're like, let's go there, because it's right over there. The father of all vampires. These loading screens have a lot of information too. I haven't been reading them, but of course you can read them if you want to, by pausing and all that. Let's go to the penthouse. Things seem normal. Does he know? Hey dude, what's up? It's the city, alright.
The folly of leadership is knowing that no matter what you do, behind your back there's hundreds, certain that their own solution is the sounder one, and that your decision was the byproduct of a whimsical dart toss. I pronounce the blast sentence, and I soak the critical fallout. I make the decisions no one else will. Leadership. I wear the albatross and a bullseye.
The bullseye seems to be pretty irrelevant, though, considering nobody seems to mess with him anyway. The bullseye right now is in Nine's back. What's this about?
The blood hunt on Nines Rodriguez for the murder of Alistair Grout will be called. Rodriguez's execution is only a matter of time. I have lit the fuse. If a war ignites, it's my head they will sharpen the pikes for. At least I can rest easy in knowing that you, my most promising attendant, has relieved me of one encumbrance tonight. Do you need assistance bringing the sarcophagus up to my office?
Well, about the sarcophagus, it appears it has been stolen.
Stolen?
Stolen? How? Who would... Oh, Gary.
Gary, you treasonous maggot. I should have anticipated your treachery, sewer rat.
Gary?
The Nosferatu Primogen. The Nosferatu were responsible for finding out where the sarcophagus was taken after the Dane, and for getting keys to the museum. They were the only ones who knew. It's obvious to me now. My mistake.
He was really angry.
I want him found. I want him... found. The sarcophagus could be...
See you later, Young. Thank you for showing up.
Causing who knows
Have a good night.
what catastrophe to this city. If it were to fall into the wrong hands...
The wrong hands. Of course. I'll find Gary and the sarcophagus.
The Nosferatu lurk in the filth below the streets of Hollywood.
5:30?
Not even I know just where.
It's 1:30 a.m. for him.
Hollywood is, unfortunately, lacking in any Camarilla loyalties. Hollywood's baron is an anarch named Isaac. Isaac's more civil than the anarchs downtown, but nonetheless, he wears his mistrust of me on his sleeve. He may know how to contact the Nosferatu. Find Gary and get him to talk. That sarcophagus could be used against us. Do not come back until you have it. Now, I must announce the blood hunt and bear the brunt of all consequences. Escort him out.
This guy. Oh, you can't go up. I didn't mean to, but you can't go up. He still hasn't given me the things. Does he not give me the things? Aww. Maybe he does give me the things. I don't know. Anyway, let's go to the last round. Not the last round. Well, actually, the round. Yeah, let's go to the last round. There's new developments that we must whatever. Relay is the word. How would I ever know about relay? A word that comes from the French, as far as I know. And it's a weird word as well, because it comes from the French, and I'm pretty sure it doesn't come from Latin. I don't know where it comes from, though. Okay. Important to do that, otherwise she freaks out. Let's see what Jack has to say.
What did you just say? Heard anything?
Oh yeah, the prince is really interested in getting the Ankara sarcophagus.
It's probably just like the rolls of coffins or something. Lousy aristocrat bastard.
I'll let you know when I have more news.
Goddamn candies. You guys are all...
What the hell did you want?
Nothing. I can tell you anything.
Hey kid, what's going on?
Hey, I want to. Well, I guess that's that. Interesting. So she had something to tell me now, but not Jack. Let's get some money. The song outside is not the same as the song inside, which is really weird. Oh, maybe the Tremere Regent has something to say about it as well. That's a siren already. All right. Alrighty. Man, I really I don't know how you get the apartment here in downtown. It sucks that I don't have it yet. I wish I did. Do you have anything to tell me?
Hello, neonate. Of course. What is it you would like to know? Of course.
Nope, nothing. Just that simple question about the Ankara sarcophagus. It's fair enough. And maybe my man is gonna be in a different place right now. We should be able to tell easily. We're very close to where he is normally. No, we're not actually close at all. Does it give me my apartment after I find Gary? I think that might be the case. My man.
My man, what is up?
I need to sell you things. Oh. There you go. Ooh, I can give this to Pisha now. Oh, there's things in here. Yep. He doesn't really have anything new for me. We should go to Mercury too. There's a lot of things to do every time you go on a mission. And if you don't do them, you miss stuff. As a NOS, you can't get the downtown place, you think. Aww. You know the NOS will give you one. Oh, I didn't know that. That's fun. Oh, that's a shame, though. I want to have a single Let's Play where I get the downtown apartment. Because on my first Let's Play, where I could have gotten the thing, I didn't, because I said mean things to him and he didn't give me. Okay, let's get some money as well while we're here.
Money, right? Been a while. Your money's been piling up. Here, that should provide for an interesting evening.
250, thanks. Keep it coming. And let's go to Pisha, because I have one statue. We're going to get something interesting from her. Pisha is also an interesting name that I always have a lot of fun, because it means Willy in Portuguese. Or it can mean, anyway, Willy in Portuguese. No freaking out. Is this the better way? I suppose so. I swear it's here where Larry goes to. Yes, it is. We found the way. Having done all the side quests early is good stuff, though, because there's so many things to do. If you're still going around doing side quests, It's just, there's so many things to do in between quests. Pisha, I have a statue for you. It's a fetish, I believe. If I said I have a fetish for you, that would be a different thing, though. Hi.
Yes.
Here's the item from the museum.
Yes. This is genuine and of use to me. There is something resonating from it. A whisper. I will give you this in trade. It is known as the Odious Chalice. It swells with spilled blood and offers its bloat to its owner.
The Odious Chalice. That's actually quite good. Looks like a wet, rotten pig's face. Thanks. I'll see you later. Thank you very much. This thing stores blood and is super good. Every time you kill people, I think. I'm not sure if you need to hit them in melee. No, you don't need to hit them in melee. You can hit them with weapons at least. But I think you need to... I don't know if you need to hit them or if it is killing them. That matters. But every time you do either one of those things, or one of those things in specific, you actually get blood into that, which is really good because that goes up to 10, which is a huge amount of blood. I think it's like a full dose, which is really nice. Really, really good. So, let's go back to Santa Monica. And apparently, I'm told, as an Nosferatu, we cannot get the thing that I thought the prince was gonna give me. So that's a real shame. I really thought we were gonna get an apartment here in downtown, but we're not. So I'm sad now. Yeah, and the reason why I did that is because I wanted to see if that went up. Because if you can store rat's blood in that thing, that'd be fantastic. But I don't think it is. Anyway, let's instead of going to Hollywood. Ooh, Hollywood. We're going to Hollywood, ladies and gentlemen. But instead of going there, we're going to Mercurio. Immediately. And then we're going to... I really need to ask Heather to change her clothes, because I don't know what she did. Because she didn't change her clothes. I mean, it's not that I need her to change her clothes, but... Well, it's... I wanna see the other outfits, catch them on camera and whatnot. There goes the ghostly people. It's just bugs. Don't worry about it. It's their animations being weird. Let's see if Mercurio here knows or has any news for me. In fact, he might know something about the sarcophagus. Hey man, what's up?
Picked up a Spaz 15 this morning. Cleaned, oiled, and just waiting to put a hole through something. You interested?
Let's see. And he does have a... Not a Spaz 15. They don't call it that in this game. It looks like an M4 to me. Is that a automatic shotgun? I suppose that's what that is. The Jaeger Spaz automatic shotgun looks and fires more like an assault rifle than a traditional shotgun. It delivers bursts of deadly shot at devastating pace. The Jaeger Spaz has both semi-automatic and pump action functionality. Which doesn't make sense, I think. I'm pretty sure that doesn't make sense. Because pump action, when you pump, that's to do the thing that the semi-automatic weapon does. If it's semi-automatic, you don't pump. It pumps itself through... Usually it's gas-operated, I think. And there's also mass-operated, I think, but I'm not actually sure how all those weapons work. And apparently that's an AA-12 fully automatic shotgun in real life. Stolen artifact! And Karen's sarcophagus stolen from museum. And they showed what was not the sarcophagus. And it kind of looked like the sarcophagus.
The moon is out, everyone's in dreamland, and you've turned into the Deb of Night. Nobody to fall asleep next to? Go ahead and pull the radio into bed. That's what I'm here for. And hey, why don't you call me sometime? Area code 323-KL5-KTRK. Looks like somebody's been waiting in the queue quite a while to speak to yours truly. So, caller, why aren't you asleep?
Insects.
Insects? As in you have an insect problem? Or chirping crickets are keeping you up? Or you have nightmares about them? Help me out here.
No. Don't you know? When you fall asleep, they can crawl into your mouth or your ears or your nose. You can't prevent it if you're asleep. I mean,
What can you do?
Are there any scientists out there listening to this?
I read something, I don't know where, but do you know the average person eats several pounds of insects a year? The majority of that weight is composed of roaches, ants, and spiders. Just knowing that as soon as you close your eyes...
Spiders aren't insects. Also, they don't crawl into you. And also, the most insects you eat is on food. And not pounds.
No, they voluntarily eat.
If you're in the US, you're gonna eat more, though. In Europe, there's laws.
So, you never sleep at night. I assume you...
You need Jesus!
Right?
I sleep at work.
And what exactly do you do?
I'm a middle school teacher.
That would explain why my nephew invested that 20 I sent him for his birthday on magic beans. It's always good to know that the future of our country is in good hands, isn't it? Oh boy. Let's see who else we got. Caller, what do you do for a living?
I'm Roger.
Okay, and what do you do, Roger?
I'm a writer, Deb.
So, have you written any movies I might have seen?
Well, I actually haven't finished any screenplays yet.
I see.
I think this guy we're gonna meet in Hollywood.
Well, just some outlines right now, but I've got some really good ideas for some stories that are crawling around in the old noggin.
So, if you haven't really written anything, how can you call yourself a writer? Because I once fixed my toilet doesn't make me a plumber, right?
Well, you see...
Is there anyone in this city that doesn't call themselves a writer or actor or director?
Shots fired.
Don't you think you're doing a disservice to those who actually make their living in those art forms?
Ooh, Deb!
Deeming yourself something you're not, or not even true.
Deb!
I think I'm pretty good at knowing what's good writing.
Deb is so mean!
Well, wouldn't that make you a critic? Let's see if anyone else agrees. Line 2.
Oh my god, Deb, she's so mean today.
Sure thing, Deb.
And would you please state what you do for a living?
I'm a personal assistant for a producer at Parasite Studios.
Perfect. Do you read a lot of screenplays?
Don't get me started.
Well, for our writer on the phone, here's your big chance to pitch your screenplay. Is that okay, line 2?
Sell me, dude.
Well, okay. So, my story's about this guy.
You don't say.
Okay.
You don't say.
Well, he's like an FBI agent, but, you know, he doesn't really work for the main FBI. And, he's got this partner who's new and really cute, but she's also a really good agent. And they're like assigned to this bizarre case where people are being killed in really strange ways. And then, like, something happens and the girl agent gets kidnapped by the killer.
Something happens.
Yeah, well, I haven't quite figured it out yet, but, like, the guy agent notices, like, how the killer seems to know everything he's doing, like, one step ahead of him. And then there's this kind of, you know, weird chase scene, and then, like, we find out that the guy's got two personalities, and, like, he finds out in the end that he's the killer, and then he's kidnapped his own partner.
Well, line 2, what do you think? You're gonna option it or not?
Writer dude?
Roger.
Roger, would you like my professional opinion?
Yeah.
Where are you from?
Wisconsin.
Okay. I want you to get all your stuff together, and then I want you to move back to Wisconsin.
That's a little cold, line 2.
That's how
Deb,
it is, baby.
you were pretty mean.
For you. No, dude, it's not.
Break it up, you two. Final thoughts, guys?
Wisconsin.
I have some other things I'm working on, too. I got some pretty good ideas.
Final thoughts, Wisconsin.
If anyone's interested in hiring me, my number is 213.
Sorry, Roger. The only one that gets to give out their number on this show is me. And if anyone was thinking of asking what I'm wearing, that number again is 323-KL5-KTRK. We're gonna take a short
Deb!
break.
Deb, you're murderous tonight.
Don't go anywhere, boys.
Does your penis always seem to be getting in the way?
I got the last of the groceries, honey. I just need to close the trunk. Wow!
One more nail and this birdhouse will be as good as new.
Yo!
I'm sorry, sir. This dress...
Oh, it's that voice actor again.
You don't have to let this happen to you. Hi, I'm Dr. Fred Tuck. Don't let your penis interfere with the quality of your life anymore. I have performed over 300 sex changes in my career, and not one of my patients has ever asked for their tackle box back. Come to Tuck's Sex Exchange in the
For their tackle box back?
I'll give you a free estimate. Don't let your peace interfere with your peace of mind.
Tuck's Sex Exchange, located off Beverly Drive. Look for the sign with Toothy, the surgical saw. Tired of sluggish internet access?
Mom, the internet's all slow again.
I'm not your mom. I'm the creature that evolved out of your mom.
Sick of unwanted spam?
Oh, another email message from my old college roommate, Rod Hughes. Oh my.
Computer problems make it frustrating to log on?
Rod, you just...
Network access remote server memory allocation assessment table exceeded. Hard drive reformatting will now commence. What?
Looking for something that requires no logons, no unwanted email, coherent sentences, and no technical problems whatsoever? Read a book. Books. The original internet.
Terrorists are prepared.
Jesus Christ, this radio tonight.
Again. When she bomb goes off, this Hoover will be caught with his panties down. And only this renegade cop and his ex-wife's manicurist stand between destruction and unexpected love.
I'll just file you as DOA.
This summer, all bets are off. The heat is on. The fix is in. The dogs are out. The game is
I got that US DOA, by the way.
The stakes are high. The odds are low. The danger is huge. The payoff is slim. Friendships will be made. Rules will be broken. Wrongs will be righted. And no unturned stone will be left. Get ready to be turned inside out and upside down. Hoover 2.
That no unturned stone will be left. That makes sense.
Damn movie you'll see this year.
When I'm grinding the reverse Poindexter 540 to Ollie northbound to contraband, I can't think about being bloated. That's why every morning I down a pound ground, a gentle extreme laxing sports drink. Because when you're pulling a wicked Scowcroft 720, you don't want anything to slow you down.
Well, that was it.
Out, everyone's in dreamland, and
Yep. Thank you, Deb. You're brutal tonight. Hey, Heather.
Oh, you're back. I went out this evening and I met someone and he wouldn't leave me alone, so he came back here with me and, well, I thought you might want to drink his blood.
I love coming home to find dinner waiting. Thank you, my pet.
I'm just glad you're pleased. He's in the bathroom. Don't worry, I locked him in.
I don't think you did. I'll go help myself. Yeah. Also.
Master?
Yes. About your appearance. Change it.
Okay.
See that you have by the time I get back. I think that's the gothic girl. Very orangey for orange and purple. So, we have dinner, do we? Hey.
Oh, man. Hey, let me out of here. Hey, what are you doing? What the hell is this shit? Come on, let me out, goddammit. This isn't Shut up, crazy bitch. Hey. Is anybody there? Hello?
He's having to... it's just complicated. Don't worry about it. You'll do no such thing.
As soon as I get out of here, I'm calling the goddamn cops. Let's see what they think of this, huh? I'll have them lock up both your asses.
Yeah, whatever. After I drain you, you won't even know what year it is.
What the hell does that mean? Wait, why are you looking at me like that? Hey.
Come here. I've got a secret to tell you. He did not seem to enjoy that. And there we go. I wonder what happens. No. I need to get my intimidation up. I need this a little bit higher than it is right now. Because there's intimidation lines over there, maybe. Hey.
Master?
I fed on him, but let him live. Get him out as long as the trance is lasting.
I promise it'll be done by the time you get back.
Good. Goodbye, Ether. Either. Whatever. I asked her. Sure. Okay, let's see if we have emails. We probably do. We do indeed. A gambit. A gambit has been played. The king leaves himself open. I have a certain this is from LaCroix. I have a certain financial interest in a restaurant in Hollywood called the Cavoletti Cafe. I have made means it's not a restaurant. Anyway, I have made an offer on the establishment that is more than generous, but it seems that the owners are remiss to accept. It is my understanding that a renowned food critic named Tommy Flayton will be writing an article about the restaurant very soon. Please intercept him there and make sure the review is unfavorable. I will, master. Okay, well, I guess, wait, did you see my email? Vlad at home. That's not my email. That's my Linux thing. It's the whole thing. Well, we have a new mission. And, we have done that.
Police and family end their 7th night looking for Luis Salvador after he failed to return home last Friday. Salvador was last seen entering a manhole in Hollywood.
Oh, that's the manhole in Hollywood.
To carry out a routine.
Let's see if we get news about the stolen sarcophagus.
Will return safely and urge anyone who might have seen Salvador
because that's
the
fun bit.
Simon Milligan, host of local
it's not the news that I want. That Dead of Night one was brutal.
Popular supernatural themed program were filming around downtown Los Angeles, according to the show's producer. But
yeah, he died
of the crew
a lot,
to worry when they
which is good because now I have a blood vessel.
No trace has been found yet of the haunted LA team, and rumors by the show's fans speculate the crew met a supernatural end.
Supernatural end.
And have started a sweep of the areas where the crew was filming. Firefighters are trying to
that's the other one. We can wait.
Smoke and debris from a house fire alerted residents late this evening. The fire had already spread rapidly by the time firefighters arrived due to brush and wind conditions. Fire officials expect the blaze to be extinguished within the next few hours, but are advising local homeowners in the area to evacuate. A tourist bus destined
That's not the one. That's the one in Africa.
That failed to return Wednesday night was found this morning.
In Angkor Wat.
Trace of its operator or passengers.
He says Angkor, and the G disappears.
Into the area to search through the surrounding
I don't think it's how it's pronounced.
That it is related
I think it's
to
Angkor.
Southeastern Asian terrorist organizations based in the region. 3 American citizens are among the missing. Concerned parent groups joined several senators on the step of Capitol Hill to protest the latest wave of violent video games. Senator Limperman called the games pornography and was offended by crude shots taken at him by one recent game. Among the titles the group is trying to get banned from stores are Mengelgarten, Rape and Pillage, and Abe Lincoln Teaches Killing. Protesters say that extended media attention towards exploitive games such as Meth Tycoon promotes parental awareness of their adult content and lessens children's interest in the taboo-themed games. Religious tourists have been flocking in droves to the Santa Maria Church in Santiago, Spain, after several pilgrims claim to have seen statues of the Madonna begin crying.
Oh, that's not related. Was a giant FU to annoying 19 yeah, absolutely.
One pilgrim reported that they
at the time of
no less than 6 statues
at the time of this game coming out, there was a big thing about GTA.
Skeptics have been quick to point out
there was this famous
and witnesses are no more credible than those that
lawyer that was going after Rockstar for GTA. Oh, that's the news that I want.
The Museum of Natural History this morning was stolen just hours before experts could examine its contents. Authorities are baffled by its theft, as the museum employs several sophisticated security measures that have foiled previous robbery attempts. Police speculate professional art and antiquity thieves are behind the sarcophagus's disappearance. More on this story as it breaks. The Southland slasher struck again, this time in downtown Los Angeles.
Yeah, we heard that already.
Of Sean Milton.
Yeah, at the time of this game came out, I think there was already something around GTA 3 specifically, and GTA Vice City then, and there was this famous lawyer.
And the slasher
and basically he's slinked into obscurity because basically been thoroughly discredited. He's back again. He's gonna be fine. And yeah, so that might be more related to what happened here. Of course, these are old school developers, so they know exactly what was going on. Even with things like Dungeons and Dragons, there being a when Dungeons and Dragons in the 80s specifically was gaining traction, there was a big scare about. Not scare, but scare about how it was about demonic worships and communism, boo, so the religious right in the U.S. always had a lot of shtick on that. Is it shtick the word? Anyway, the point is, yeah, it was that was probably the beginning, I guess, and then with the 90s, video games started being and Columbine was in 2002, I think. That, you know, it's all related. I'm not actually sure about that specific event, Columbine, because I'm not from the US, so I don't know everything about that, or much about that, in fact. Anyway, that's gonna be that for tonight. Heather here has done a terrible job at disposing of the garbage, but it's gonna be fine. It's gonna be fine. So yeah, for right now, thank you so much for joining me. I hope you had a good time, and I will be seeing you next Tuesday at the same time. So basically 3 hours before now is when I start streaming, and hopefully I'll have my things about here and just be better, like proper overlays and things that look good, rather than this that doesn't look as good. But it's not that it's gonna make a big difference. And basically, if you want to catch this on YouTube as well, there's a Let's Play. It's all edited down, and it makes a lot more sense, and you don't see me going around not knowing where things are. So have a good night, everybody, and see you next Tuesday. Bye-bye.